All numbers are what? Constant. So phi is a number is constant, so take phi outside and differentiate e power x. So e and e power e is constant, log e is also constant, derivative of constant is 0. This was a given problem, so split it, it will become 4x minus 3. Now it is simple. So now before you differentiate, simplify this. Apply a plus b the whole square. All of you know what is a plus b the whole square. In the denominator v square, numerator v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx. Welcome to the session, dear students. In my last session, I taught you all the basic formulae. I asked you people to become thorough with the formulae. In today's session, we'll use the formulae and we'll differentiate the given functions. We'll start with the exercise problems. So in the exercise 18.1, so we'll solve all the problems of exercise 18.1 of NCERT textbook. So 1 mark questions. Differentiate the following with respect to x. Differentiate the following with respect to x is the heading. They want you to differentiate this with respect to x. The first question is, so whatever they give, take it as y. Y is equal to 5 times e power x minus log x minus 3 root x. This is the function they are asking you to differentiate with respect to x. So take y is equal to what? 5 times e power x, 5 e power x minus log x minus 3 root x. So now differentiate both sides, differentiate both sides with respect to x. Write in full form. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. LHS becomes d by dx. In my very first class I taught you d by dx stands for what? Differentiation with respect to x. LHS is equal to d by dx of RHS, d by dx of 5 e power minus x. In between we have minus, d by dx of next we have log x, then minus d by dx of what? 3 root x. All of you know the formula k into f of x. If you have k into f of x, k is what? Constant. Constant into function means take the constant out. Take 5 out. D by dx of e power x minus what is d by dx of log x? 1 by x minus take 3 out and apply d by dx for what? Root x. Further simplify this. You will get dy by dx is equal to dy by dx is equal to 5 into what is d by dx of e power x? D by dx of e power x is e power x. So 5 e power x minus, already we have done d by dx of log x, we got 1 by x, write it as it is, minus 3 we have taken out and we have d by dx of root x. What is d by dx of root x? 1 by 2 root x. So this is the final answer, that is 5 times e power x minus 1 by x minus 3 by 2 root x. This is dy by dx. Listen carefully. So here we have k into f of x. So I taught you what is d by dx of k into f of x. D by dx of k into f of x is what? Take k outside and apply d by dx for what? F of x. So here 5. All numbers are what? Constant. So phi is a number is constant, so take phi outside and differentiate e power x. What is derivative of e power x? E power x. And if you have more than one function, then you should differentiate each function. If you have plus or minus, you substitute the same. So I hope all of you got this. Next, they want you to differentiate the following with respect to x. Second question, y is equal to, they give log base e. See, log base e they give, that is constant. Log base e is constant. We don't have x, variable is not there, so we can call this as what? Constant. So differentiate both sides. D by dx of y is equal to d by dx of log base e. So derivative of log e is what? 0. Because we have a rule. What is the rule I taught you? D by dx of k is 0. K means constant. So log of constant, e power e is constant. Log of constant is also constant and differentiation of constant is 0. Here you can see we don't have any variable called x. So e and e power e is constant, log e is also constant, derivative of constant is 0. If you have constant into function, you can take constant outside and you can differentiate the function. But here we have only constant, so derivative of constant is what? 0. Next we have y is equal to, they want you to differentiate this, 1 by x power 4 by 3 minus 3 by x power 3 by 2. If you observe, it is not in standard form. What is the standard form? We have a very first formula. We have learnt d by dx of x power n. What is d by dx of x power n? N into x power n minus 1. What is d by dx of x power n? N into x power n minus 1. So take the given function like this, and now you need to differentiate. You need to differentiate means write in the form x power n. So I'll write y is equal to, take it up, it will become x power minus 4 by 3 minus 3 into, take this up, it will become x power minus 3 by 2. So we have not differentiated. First we wrote in standard form. What is standard form? X power n form. So it was in the form of 1 by a power m. Take it up, it will become, all of you know, if you have 1 by a power m in mathematics, if you take it up, it will become a power minus m. Law of indices. So now x power 4 by 3, if you take it up, it will become x power minus 4 by 3. Similarly, 3 is in numerator. X power 3 by 2, you take it up, it will become x power minus 3 by 2. Now we'll differentiate. So now differentiate both the sides with respect to what? X. If you do, LHS becomes d by dx of y and RHS becomes d by dx of x power minus 4 by 3. In between we have minus d by dx of 3 into x power minus 3 by 2. That is, now it is in the form of x power n. What is derivative of x power n? N into x power n minus 1. Minus 4 by 3, x power minus 4 by 3 minus 1 minus 3 is constant, take it out, apply d by dx for what? X power minus 3 by 2. That is minus 4 by 3 x power, take LCM, 3 is the LCM, minus 4 minus 3 minus 3 into, again it is in the form x power n. What is derivative of x power n? N into x power n minus 1. So minus 3 by 2 into x power minus 3 by 2 minus 1. Now you have to simplify this. Now we'll simplify this, that is dy by dx is equal to, we have minus 4 by 3 into x power, if you take, after taking LCM we have 3, minus 4 minus 3. What is minus 4 minus 3? Minus 7, and then we have minus into minus becomes plus 9 by 2 into x power, take LCM, LCM will be what? 2, minus 3 minus 2, it will become minus 5. Further, that is minus 4 by 3 x power 7 by 3 plus 9 by 2 x power 5 by 2. So the value of what? Dy by dx. So problem was not in standard form, it was 1 by x power n form. So take it up, it will become x power minus n, then it is in the form x power n. So n into x power n minus 1, here also n into x power n minus 1. So we'll get this form and this is the answer. Taking LCM, do it carefully, here also we'll get the answer. Next we have fourth one, interesting, differentiate the following with respect to x. So take the given function as y is equal to 4x square minus 3x by x. Before you differentiate, simplify this. Can I write this as y is equal to 4x square by x minus 3x by x? Now you can simplify this. Y is equal to 4x square by x. 1x and 1x cancels, and here 1x and 1x cancels. Will be left out with 4x minus 3. This was a given problem, so split it, it will become 4x minus 3. Now it is simple, differentiate both sides with respect to x. Differentiate both sides with respect to what? X. If you do that, LHS becomes d by dx of y, RHS is d by dx of 4x minus d by dx of 3. All of you know 4 is constant, take it out, apply d by dx for what? X, and d by dx of 3 means what? Constant. Differentiation of constant is what? 0. And 4 into derivative of x is 1, 4 minus 0, final answer is 4. So derivative of this is what? 4. So it will become 4x minus 3, and differentiation of 3 is 0, differentiation of 4x is 4 into 1, so 4 is the answer. Means before you differentiate, simplify the function, then it will become easy for derivatives. Now fifth one, y is equal to root x plus 1 by root x whole square. So given problem, I will take it as y is equal to x plus 1 by root x whole square. So now before you differentiate, simplify this, apply a plus b the whole square. All of you know what is a plus b the whole square? What is a plus b the whole square? A square plus b square plus 2ab. So use this formula, simplify, then differentiate. So root x plus 1 by root x. So y is equal to root x the whole square plus 1 by root x the whole square plus 2 into root x into 1 by root x. Now simplify this, square root cancels, and further y is equal to x plus 1 square by root x the whole square plus 2 into root x into 1 by root x. Again root x and root x cancels, so y becomes x plus 1 square is 1, root x the whole square becomes x plus 2. Now this is the function. They gave x root x plus 1 by root x the whole square. After simplification it became x plus 1 by x plus 2. Now you differentiate both sides. Differentiate both sides with respect to what? X. So LHS becomes d by dx of y. RHS becomes d by dx of first term, that is x. In between we have plus, put plus d by dx of 1 by x and d by dx of 2. So all of you know what is d by dx of x? 1. D by dx of 1 by x minus 1 by x square. D by dx of 2 0. So finally you got 1 minus 1 by x square. This is the value of what? Dy by dx. So we got dy by dx, that is 1 minus 1 by x square. I hope all of you got this. Then sixth one, y is equal to cube root of x square plus 4 by 4th root of x power 5 plus 1 by x power 7 plus x root x. See here each term is not in standard form, but when you observe each term you can reduce using law of indices and convert it into x power n form. So before you differentiate, problem should match with any one of the standard formula, but here it is not matching with standard formula, so use the formula. All of you know qth root of a. Qth root of a can be written as a power 1 by q, and all of you know a power m whole power n. What is a power m whole power n? A power m into n. These are the law of indices what you learnt. So we'll apply them, we'll simplify it. So first given problem, y is equal to cube root of x square plus what is given, 4 by 4th root of x power 5 plus 1 by x power 7 plus x root x. This is given. Now first rewrite this. Can I write this as x square whole power 1 by 3? I just now told you cube root of a can be written as a power 1 by q. So cube root of x square can be written as x square power 1 by 3, and 4 by 4th root of x power 5. Can I write 4th root of x power 5 as x power 5 power 1 by 4? In the place of q we have 4, so power 1 by 4. And again law of indices, what is 1 by a power m? 1 by a power m can be written as a power minus m. So take x power 7 up, it will become x power minus 7 plus x into root x. Root x I can write it as x power half. Now simplify this. Y is equal to, first we have a power m whole power n. What is a power m whole power n? A power m into n. So it will become x power 2 into 1 by 3. 2 into 1 by 3 is what? 2 by 3. Then 4 by x power 5 by 4 plus x power minus 7 plus law of indices. What is a power m into a power n? A power m plus n. So it will become 1 plus half. Now y is equal to x power 2 by 3 plus 4 into, take it up, it will become x power minus 5 by 4 plus x power minus 7 plus x power 2 is the LCM, 3 by 2. Now all the functions are in standard form. Now it is ready to differentiate. See here you can observe, we use a power m into a power n also. What is a power m into a power n? In this case I use a power m. This is x means x power 1. What is a power m into a power n? A power m plus n. So we use law of indices. To make you understand, I have done so many steps. In first step only, here only you can write this. Now differentiate both sides. Differentiate both sides with respect to x. So LHS becomes d by dxy, that is d by dx of x power 2 by 3 plus d by dx of 4 times x power minus 5 by 4 plus d by dx of x power minus 7 plus d by dx of x power 3 by 2. Now d by dx of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. So it will become 2 by 3 into x power 2 by 3 minus 1 plus 4, take it out, and differentiation of this is minus 5 by 4 into x power minus 5 by 4 minus 1 and derivative of this is minus 7 x power minus 8, and derivative of this is 3 by 2 into x power 3 by 2 minus 1. Further, I am leaving it to you. You can take LCM and you can simplify. So this is required for you in this problem. It is similar to the last problem. So further you can do it by taking LCM. 3 ones are 3, 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2 by 3 x power minus 1 by 3, stuff it down and you will get the answer. I hope all of you understood this sixth problem. So please complete the last step by yourself. It is simple and direct. Next we have differentiate the following: x minus a into x minus b. You can do by two methods. One, you can use product rule. The other one, multiply and simplify and apply and differentiate. So one, I'll use product rule. So x minus a into x minus b. You have two functions. So differentiate both the sides with respect to x. Before I go to this, I'll talk about the rules what I taught you. I taught you in 2 marks we have to apply rules. So I taught you product rule. If you have d by dx of first function into second function, then we have product rule. What is the product rule? First into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first. Do you remember this? Or UV rule, UV into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. They do not say this is product, apply product rule. They will not mention to use product rule. But if you observe, in between we don't have any sign, means this is product of two functions. When product of two functions are given, strictly use product rule. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. So LHS becomes d by dx of y. RHS becomes d by dx of x minus a into x minus b. In order to differentiate x minus a into x minus b, use what rule? Product rule. What is product rule? So dy by dx is first function. So what is first function here? In this problem, first function is x minus a. First function into d by dx of second function. What is the second function in this problem? Second function is x minus b. First into derivative of second plus in the formula second into derivative of first. X minus b into d by dx of x minus a. So now simplify this. So x minus a into, what is d by dx of x? Derivative of x is 1. D by dx of b is what? 0. Plus x minus b into, what is derivative of x? 1 minus 0. So it will become x minus a into 1 plus x minus b into 1. That is x minus a plus x minus b. All of you know x plus x is 2x minus a minus b. This is the answer. 2x minus a minus b. So what is our rule? First into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first. Other method is you multiply this. It will become x square minus xb minus ax plus ab. Then you differentiate, you will get the same answer. You will get again 2x minus a minus b only. So I will do the same problem by other method. So y is equal to what? X minus a into x minus b. Let us multiply this. If I multiply, x into x is x square minus xb minus ax minus into minus plus ab. Now it is plain. So now take that, it became a polynomial function, that is of degree 2, x square minus, I will write it as bx minus ax plus ab, right? X into x square, x into minus b minus bx minus ax plus ab. So now you can differentiate, you will get the same answer. So differentiate both the sides with respect to what? X. If you do that, LHS becomes d by dx of y, that is equal to d by dx of x square minus d by dx of bx minus d by dx of ax plus d by dx of ab. So all of you know x square derivative is 2x minus b is constant, take it out, derivative of x is 1 minus a is constant, take it out, derivative of x, d by dx of x is 1 plus a and b, a into b, a is constant, b is constant, constant into constant is constant and derivative of constant is 0. So that will become 2x minus b minus a. This is the value of what? Dy by dx. I hope all of you understood this. Two methods I taught you. One you can do by product rule, one you can directly multiply, differentiate. Next, y is equal to x minus a by x minus b. You can clearly see it is in the form numerator by denominator. Whenever the function is in the form numerator by denominator, you should use quotient rule. Again I am repeating, students, they will not mention apply quotient rule and differentiate. You have to observe. When you observe, it is in the form of numerator by denominator. In my last class I taught you, if the problem is in the form of numerator by denominator, you have to use what rule? Quotient rule. What is quotient rule? In the denominator, denominator the whole square. In the numerator, denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator. So what is quotient rule? Denominator into differentiation of numerator minus numerator into differentiation of denominator by denominator the whole square. So now we'll differentiate this both sides. So differentiate both the sides with respect to what? X. So LHS becomes dy by dx and RHS becomes d by dx of x minus a by x minus b. So now use what rule? Quotient rule. So dy by dx is equal to, what is quotient rule? In the denominator, write the denominator the whole square, that is x minus b the whole square. Denominator into, what is denominator? X minus b. X minus b into derivative of numerator. What is numerator? X minus a. So minus, in the formula, numerator, what is numerator? X minus a into d by dx of denominator x minus b. So that is, in the denominator we have x minus b the whole square and numerator x minus b into d by dx of x is 1. Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. In between you have minus. And what is derivative of a? What is a? A is what? Constant. So differentiation of constant is 0 minus x minus a into, what is derivative of x? 1 minus b. What is b? B is constant. I told you in rules all alphabets are constant. So b is constant, derivative of b is 0. Now simplify this. So dy by dx is equal to, in the denominator we'll have x minus b the whole square, in the numerator we'll have x minus b minus x, 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 into x minus b is x minus b, open the brackets, minus x, minus into minus plus a, 1 minus 0 is 1, leave it. So now further plus x minus x cancels, minus b plus a is left out, or I can write this as dy by dx. First I will write positive term, that is a minus b divided by x minus b the whole square. Now we got the dy by dx value. Dy by dx is a minus b by x minus b the whole square. So what is the rule we used? Quotient rule. What we call this as quotient rule. You can also call it as u by v rule. What is u by v? In the denominator v square, numerator v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx. Anything, fine. Apply the rule strictly. Whenever the function is in the form numerator by denominator, you should use what rule? Quotient rule. So become thorough with the quotient rule, apply the rule and get the answer. What is a? Constant. What is b? Constant. All alphabets are constant except x, y and t in this context. Next. Third one, 5x square plus 3x minus 1 into x minus 1. Again use what rule? Product rule, because in between we have product of two functions. You can use product rule or multiply and differentiate directly. Anything is fine. Next, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, eighth one. All the functions, all the problems till 9 you can do by yourself. But just I'll go on guiding you how to solve. So now we have done many problems. Here what rule you can use? Product rule. What is product rule? Directly I'll take dy by dx is product rule. First function 3x minus 1 into d by dx of second function plus second function into d by dx of first function 5x square plus 3x minus 1. So now we'll go a little faster so that now you got the grip, I think. So that we'll apply the same. What is derivative of second function? Differentiation of x is 1. 1 is 0. X minus 1 into, what is derivative 5x square? 5 is constant, take it out. Derivative x square is 2x. Plus 3 is constant, take it out. Derivative x is 1. And derivative 1 is 0. Further we'll have 5x square plus 3x minus 1 into 1, you can leave it. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 into anything is same. X minus 1 into 10x plus 3. You can leave it or further simplify. And other method of doing this is what? Take y is equal to 5x square plus 3x minus 1 into what? X minus 1. Multiply each term and it will become a polynomial function. Then you differentiate, you will get the same thing. Here further you can multiply and simplify, or you can leave it. Further if you multiply, you will get 10x square. Here we will have 5x square. Like that you have to simplify algebraically. I am leaving the simplification for you. I have done the basic part using what rule? Product rule. Why? Because we have product of two functions. Next, x power minus 3 into 5 plus x. Two methods are there to solve this. One method is product rule. So we use product rule, 5 plus 3x. Now differentiate both sides. So when you differentiate both sides, you should use what rule? Product rule. What is product rule? So dy by dx is equal to first function. What is first function here? X power minus 3. What is second function? 5x plus 3. So first function x power minus 3 into d by dx of second function plus second function into d by dx of first function. So that is x power minus 3 into derivative of 5 is 0 plus 3 into derivative of x is 1 plus 5 plus 3x into derivative of x power minus 3 is minus 3 into x power minus 3 minus 1. So x power minus 3 into 3 plus or plus into minus, here you can write it as what? Minus, plus into minus, minus 3 into 5 plus 3x, and x power minus 4 it will be. Minus 4 you can transfer this 3 I wrote here. So I'll write 3 divided by x cube. X power minus 3 transfer denominator, minus 3 5 plus 3x, and again x power minus 4 can be written as by x power 4, or further you can simplify or you can leave it. My dear students, from 1 markers till this all the methods I have covered, but I am expecting you people to do the remaining parts of the exercise 2 markers. What are the remaining questions? This product rule. 5th, use product rule. 6th, so 6th, can you write y is equal to sin x into sin x and use product rule? So what is product rule? First into derivative of second, second into derivative first. First function is also sin x, second function is also sin x. And you can do the same problem by chain rule method also. If you use product rule, what you will get? Dy by dx is sin x into derivative of second function. Second function is what? Sin x plus sin x into derivative of first function, dy by dx of sin x. So likewise, so it will become sin x into derivative of sin x is cos x plus again sin x into derivative of sin x is cos x, sin x plus cos x, sin x plus cos x, it will become 2 sin x cos x. Once this is the answer, once you learn multiple angles, 2 sin x cos x can be written as sin 2x. This is the value of what? Dy by dx. Same method you can apply, and here you can use what rule? Quotient rule. You can see 2 methods, split it, x by x plus 1 by x you can do, or you can use quotient rule. So both the methods you can write x by x plus 1 by x. So then it will become what? 1 plus 1 by x. This will be faster. So now you got y. What is y? X plus 1 by x. Now differentiate both sides. So d by dx of y is d by dx of x plus d by dx of 1 by x. All of you know derivative of x is 1, d by dx of x is 1, and derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. That's it. Another method, quotient rule. This simply use quotient rule because we have denominator which we cannot take it up, so use what rule? Quotient rule. So it is in the form numerator by denominator. So differentiate both the sides with respect to what? X. So LHS becomes what? LHS is d by dx of y, RHS is d by dx of 1 divided by ax square plus bx plus c. So now quotient rule, in the denominator the whole square, ax square plus bx plus c the whole square. In the numerator, denominator into derivative of numerator, that is ax square plus bx plus c into d by dx of numerator is 1 minus numerator into d by dx of denominator. What is denominator? Ax square plus bx plus c. Now further that will become ax square plus bx plus c into 1 means same, and into d by dx of 1 becomes 0 minus 1 into d by dx of ax square. A is constant, take it out, derivative of x square is 2x, b is constant, take it out, derivative of 1 x is 1, derivative of c is 0, divided by ax plus b, ax square plus bx plus c the whole square. Further this 0 into anything 0, this whole thing becomes 0 minus 2ax plus b divided by ax plus b, ax square plus bx plus c, the whole square. So final answer, what is the final answer you got? Finally you got minus 2ax plus b divided by ax square plus bx plus c the whole square, or you can take minus inside also. So what is the rule we used? Quotient rule. What is quotient rule? Denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator by denominator the whole square. You can use same quotient rule for this to solve. So I hope all of you understood all the problems, and few here and there I have left 2 problems purposefully so that you will sit and complete them and attend my next session. Thanks for attending. And differentiation comes only by practice. Practice as many problems as possible. Exercise 1.8, solve all the problems. I'll see you in my next session continuing the same exercise. Thank you.